820, Big 550, KTRS. Last week, I had a chance to go see St. Mary's High School on South Grand, and I was blown away at everything that's going on down there. And it turns out that Mike England is running things down at St. Mary's High School. Good morning, Mike England.
Good morning.
You've been there a year and a half?
I have.
A year and a half. And the story is you were almost out of town, and the last minute, luckily, we saved you.
Well, I was, looking at some different opportunities out of the city of St. Louis, and this opportunity at St. Mary's presented itself, and very excited with that opportunity and to be over there on the south side.
I lived in the city of St. Louis for 15 years, and I lived a half a mile away from St. Mary's High School. Never knew it was there.
Right, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we're trying to change. And I think what you found when you came over last week is what a beautiful campus it is, and what an anchor that it is, and can become even stronger in this Carondelet neighborhood on Grand Avenue.
Yeah. Before you get to all the things you're going to do at St. Mary's High School, the things that you found there, the academics are second to none.
Academics are tremendous, and when I came there, I kind of knew that, but then when I looked at it a little bit closer, it's very cutting edge. And a lot of the things that are being done are done based on research, based on the research of how young men learn best. And everybody knows the research, but when you take the research and you put it into action, that's the really, I think, sign of a great academic program, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
We've got a robotics program going on over there. We've got this year we just put out we've got a greenhouse. And so we have a community gardening class, which I think is just a great cutting edge type of a thing to have out there. We have a wonderful internship program for our young men where they go and spend time with our alums in their jobs. One of our young men was just telling me the other day that when he went on that internship last year, he got to go scrub in on heart surgery with the cardiologist who was a St. Mary's alum who was next to him. So there's
invaluable.
Yeah, there's just a lot of great stuff, great cutting edge stuff going on, and I'm really proud of what we do academically.
You said it's centrally located. I had no idea. I've been to that Ted Drew's a million times. It's a stone's throw from the Ted Drew's on South Grand, right. But it's also centrally located. It's like right next to Holly Hills and Carondelet. It's just right there.
What I've learned, and when I I've known St. Mary's my whole life, being a St. Louis guy, but I always kind of thought it was really, really far and really, really south. And I just live over in Kirkwood, and it takes me, 20 minutes every day to get to St. Mary's.
Right.
And it really is an accessible school. And it's like you said, McGraw, people don't know. And I've been telling people I think it's a sleeping giant going on, and we're trying to wake that giant up. I think that's what's going on right now.
I keep telling people about the baseball field in the back, and you kept telling me, wait till you see the baseball field. It's like, well, it's a baseball field. How good can it? That baseball field, as you told me, is the second best stadium in the city of St. Louis.
It is, and the first one is
Busch Stadium. Right,
Busch
yeah.
Stadium, and you being a baseball guy,
right.
which I learned a little bit about that,
right.
can have a great appreciation for how good it is.
Yeah.
And so it's great when you show it to people, but when you show it to baseball people that really get it, and you can see how excited they are about it, it really reaffirms how great it is.
Well, and your baseball coach has to be probably one of the greatest baseball coaches in the history of baseball.
I think he's one of the most decorated high school athletes in the city of St. Louis, with all the things that he did on the football field and on the basketball court, and then going to Nebraska like you did and
right.
playing baseball.
Played baseball.
Did you know that, Kelly?
Play the College World Series. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
See that? Yes. He's a Seamakaitis, so he's right there. That's
a good guy there.
That's royalty.
And the
in
list
St.
of
Louis.
people that McGraw played with, I was just blown away by it.
Yeah.
This is big time.
Do you know how many
Yeah.
people hit home runs off me? The list is long.
Hit off of you, yeah.
Sports-wise, because you can't get around Catholic education here in St. Louis without talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We mentioned baseball. Let's talk basketball real quick. You got some exciting things going on there,
Well,
too.
we do. We hired a new basketball coach, Kelvin Lee, and Kelvin was 16 years over at Chaminade. Two of Kelvin's players, Brad Beal and David Lee, are currently playing in the NBA right now. Kelvin has a state championship to his resume. He is not just an outstanding coach, but an outstanding person. He was able to get Brad Beal to come out this summer for a couple weeks and work out with our young men on the basketball floor. And at some camps. So Kelvin's been a great addition to what we're doing. You know, I think it always starts with the people. We've got a new athletic director, Tony DeToli, over there. Tony, I think
Right.
you met when you were there. Tony used to be the head baseball coach over at Merrimack, and we're lucky to have him over at St. Mary's right now, and he's doing some great things. We're doing a lot of training for, you know, a lot of strength and conditioning training for all of our athletes throughout the year, because we just want them to, you know, we look at what we do on the athletic field like what we do in the classroom.
What's the number one thing when a prospective family comes in to meet with you and they bring the kid? What's the one thing they ask about? What's the one thing that most people want to know about a high school?
Well, I think first off, they want to know about the academic program, because being a college prep, they want to know, you know, do you have a program that's going to not just serve my son's needs, but take them further,
Right.
so that he can move on to college and move on beyond. And especially with what a lot of parents do, if they're going to be paying for a high school education, they want to make sure that there might be some scholarship money for their son when he goes into college after that. So it really is important
Right.
that what you demonstrate is the quality of your academic program, which we have. Now, for the young man, though, you have to have everything else. You have to have everything else, and everything else matters. And that's what we're working on right now at St. Mary's. We're working on everything else and making everything else to be the very best that it can be, because it's all about the entire product for everybody. It starts with the academics. And when I
Right.
came to St. Mary's, what I knew is we had an outstanding academic program. So now what we're doing is we're building on top of that strong base.
Yeah. All right. Anything else we need to know about St. Mary's High School?
Golf tournament coming up September 15th, next Monday at Crescent Farm. Still have a few foursomes open. If you would, we'd love to have you. We got a lot of special things going on. Shotgun start at 12:30. I think lunch starts at 11:15. We'd love to have you out and be able to tell you a little bit more about all the exciting things going on at St. Mary's and going on in South City and in the neighborhood. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited about what's happening in the neighborhood. And it's really exciting.
It is a great neighborhood. It's my old hood. So, yeah.
It's 27
Yeah.
acres. Is that the largest acreage of a high school in St. Louis? It's
You
gotta
know,
be
I think
close.
that there's might be a couple that would rival that, but I tell you what, not many people have 27 acres out there right now, and 27 acres that you can continue to develop and continue to do
Right.
some exciting things with, which you and I talked about, and it's in our plans.
It's laid out very well. It's a smart 27 acres. You know, you can have 27 acres that you really can't, that's chopped up and you really can't do a whole lot with, but you're right. There's a lot of great stuff going on there. The website is, Mike England?
www.stmaryshs.com.
stmaryshs.com. Mike England, the honcho at president of St. Mary's High School. Mike England, always a pleasure, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What do you think of our new studios?
I think this is incredible.
Right?
I really, from just walking in, you're doing it well. You're doing it. I mean, what you know here, this is why I love working with organizations that really know how to do it well. And this is professional, and this is great.
Thanks. We're
Congratulations.
trying. 828, Big Five.